With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
In this question, we have to explain the process of breathing in man. Now we all know that the respiratory system plays a very important role in the human body because it is with the help of the respiratory system that we are able to carry out gaseous exchange. Now what does gaseous exchange mean? Basically, all the cells of our body, all of our body tissues constantly require oxygen. So what our respiratory system does is, this oxygen we are going to obtain from the atmospheric air, and the carbon dioxide which is continuously accumulating in our body tissues, we are going to eliminate this, and this process is called gaseous exchange. Now the main site for gaseous exchange in our body are the lungs. We know that lungs are the main structure comprising the respiratory system. They are in the form of paired vascularized bags in our body, and they are found in our chest cavity, or we can say thoracic cavity. And even inside these lungs, if we talk specifically, there are structures called alveoli, which are also known as the air sacs, which are the main site for gaseous exchange, that is, obtaining oxygen and eliminating carbon dioxide. And before we can carry out this gaseous exchange, we need this atmospheric air to enter our lungs, and this is done with the help of a process called breathing. Now, breathing can be divided into two parts. On the one hand, we have inspiration. We can also call it inhalation, and it is the part of breathing where we are taking in the atmospheric air, whereas on the other side we have expiration, which is also known as exhalation, and here we are expelling the air from our lungs after we have obtained oxygen from it. So how this breathing process occurs? Because our lungs are present in the chest cavity in such a way that if we change the volume of the chest cavity, the volume of the lungs is also going to change. So what we do is, below these lungs, we have a dome-shaped muscle called diaphragm, and the lungs are enclosed inside the rib cage. So the muscles which are associated with the ribs, these are called the intercostal muscles, they also help us in breathing. So when these muscles contract, what happens is, our rib cage is going to move outwards and upwards. Our rib cage is going to increase the volume of our chest cavity. And similarly, when this diaphragm is going to show contraction, when this diaphragm is going to flatten, the volume of our chest cavity increases. And because of this change in volume, a pressure gradient is created. When the volume of the lungs has increased, we can say that the lungs now have negative pressure as compared to the atmosphere, because we are increasing volume. So the pressure is going to decrease, and now because pressure is lower in the lungs than in the atmosphere, the atmospheric air is going to move into our lungs from high to low pressure. So we are going to obtain oxygen from this air that has entered our lungs. We are going to eliminate carbon dioxide into it. How we are going to do this? Because the air sacs in the lungs have very good blood supply. They are highly vascularized structures. So we are going to take the oxygen into our blood, and we are going to give off the carbon dioxide in our blood into the atmospheric air. And finally, when we have carried out this gaseous exchange of the inspired air, we are going to create an opposite pressure gradient, and we are going to expel this air out from our lungs through expiration. Now we are going to decrease the volume of our chest cavity, decrease the volume of lungs. When we decrease volume, the pressure is going to increase, and therefore now the air which is inside our lungs is going to move from the high pressure inside the lungs to outside. So this is the mechanism of breathing in man. It is also called ventilation, and what we are trying to accomplish here is, we are trying to take in the atmospheric air by creating negative pressure inside the lungs with the help of some muscles. And when we have obtained oxygen and eliminated carbon dioxide into this air which has entered our lungs, we are going to expel this air by expiration, again with the help of a pressure gradient.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.